My name's Bill McCoy. At the university, I'm the course leader for script writing MA, and I do all kinds of script writing classes. Yeah, we went to Krakow, Steve Lawson and myself, and 10 students from UCLan, and we were there just for a week, and in a week we made 3 films. We screened those last night, and everyone seemed to like them, and we had a good time. We worked hard, and we came back with some good work. My tip for anyone that works in the industry is get out there and do it. Get out there, make a film, and let people know about your film, and make another film, and don't be afraid. Get out there, be bold, be brave, but most of all, do something.
My name is Kezia Davis. I wrote Frozen Love. I really enjoyed actually being in Poland, like exploring it. And then we were filming it, because it was such a nice day, it wasn't rushed, and we didn't end up completely soaked to our skins and then obviously completely miserable. Which, that was fun, but I did love just being in Poland and being in Krakow and seeing church and then the castle. I'd probably say, don't make the story too complicated. As a writer, you want to get the story across, but you don't want to use lots of it's more show, don't tell. And when it gets telling, you get bored quite easily as an audience member. So just make it packed full of information, but easy to understand.
I'm Abby Bradshaw, and I directed Krakow. It was written by Stuart Felton, and I filmed Frozen Love. It wasn't a chore to go out and film, it was more, and I enjoyed it. It was the fact that the people we were with made it enjoyable. It didn't feel like it was a job, if you know what I mean. And in the films you kind of actually get to see what the different perspectives Krakow has to the different people.
My name's Renee, and I worked as production assistant and assistant director on Krakow is Suffering. I think it's important to consider your values or what you want to get across in film, and I think that's what you need to go out and do, is just get across what you want to get across, and I think all the films do that really nicely. I'm a writer, but the best way to get in the industry is you can't just walk into somewhere and be a writer straight away. You've got to, even if you're a runner, and work your way upwards. It's just to get involved with everything, have everything on your CV, and it's fun to get involved with everything, so you should just give everything a try and find out what you like. So yeah.
I'm Dominic Hodge, and I'm here to do a Q&A and screening of The Borer, my graduate film. The Borer is science fiction, psychological horror, kind of based on influences by David Cronenberg and John Carpenter. It's mainly just a love piece, like a homage to old school body horror cinema, but on a kind of stripped back, low budget, just exploring a world basically where a kind of janitor is taken over by an alien parasite, and he's forced to kind of live side by side with this new friend, basically. Mainly we can talk about the way we filmed it, because we filmed it on quite a low budget, but we tried to kind of push beyond doing the kind of student norm of making films about more social issues. We tried to make something that would normally require a bigger budget, but kind of to give ourselves a challenge of doing that kind of thing on a shoestring. Plus mainly talking about the actual film production process being here, using equipment, things like that I'm sure people want to know about, how to make a movie here. With something like this, it helps that it's on your doorstep. So you're able to make films, you can get people to watch it, whereas you might not necessarily be able to get an audience straight away. Here you can guarantee that you get people that want to watch the film, they're coming to watch you. And it just helps. The more people watch your movie and the more feedback they get, the better the next film should be anyway. So something like this is just really useful for that, really.
Hey, my name's Reid Fossey, and I'm a director, producer and writer, and I'm here today at UCLan for the Great Northern Creative Expo to show my movie Bliss. Bliss is a rites of passage adventure set between the UK and Norway, and it stars Freya Parks in her first leading role. And she's an ambitious young girl who wants more from life, and that involves going to hunt down her Viking father. I always say this, and I say, tell a story that nobody else can tell. So that's one that you cannot stop thinking about, whether that's your own story, whether it's someone told you a story, but it keeps coming back to you. That to me means that you're the person to tell the story. So that's the first thing, because story is the most important thing. and just to keep doing it, just to keep trying, keep getting up there. And it took us 12 years to make Bliss, not continuous years, but literally started development 12 years ago, and it took that long. The wonderful thing about events like this, the Expo and other events I've been to, is just people being able to talk on a ground level of equality. So, you know, Hollywood producer Jan Harlan's going to be speaking to Bill McCoy after my session with Bliss. And, you know, people don't have those opportunities to talk to such successful producers, and this event provides that for them.
So my name is Dr. Teresa Saxon. I work at the University of Central Lancashire in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. My day job is an academic development lead, so I help students work out the best way through their studies. Today I was talking about African American actor Ira Aldridge and his performances as Othello across England. What's significant about this is that Aldridge is the first black performer that we know of who played Othello, so he was a very important figure in circulation in theatre at this time. Theatre is important because of its staging of political debate in this period. Great Northern Creative Expo is an excellent opportunity for students to meet with professionals from the industry, to start thinking perhaps about career paths that they hadn't previously thought about, and also to showcase their own talent, so it's a great networking opportunity for them.